What's up, YouTube? Today I'll be reviewing the Hard Rock Punta Cana all-inclusive resort. We stayed here February 2025 with our 7-year-old for 7 nights, and I'll be doing a walkthrough and telling you my thoughts. The room was the biggest that we've ever stayed in at any resort, hands down. It has a huge walk-in shower, private toilet, double vanity, about a 55-ish inch TV, small stocked mini fridge, little Nespresso machine. I asked the cleaners, they said the blue label pods are caffeinated, the orange were decaf. They're not labeled, so that's just so you know. There's a king-size bed on the upper level, sofa bed on the lower level, as well as a balcony with a jetted tub. There's also a tablet on the nightstand where you can order room service, see resort maps, make reservations, etc. Our room was considered a Caribbean suite king bed and sofa bed. We were also in building 7A, which is by the beach and the Ipanema restaurant. So it was close to, like, there's a kid's pool over there and a restaurant at the beach, easy to get to. Next up, we'll be doing a walk through the hotel. Okay, so now we're going to start actually at the end of what they call the Boulevard and walk back towards the casino. It's one long strip. So as you can see, everything's decorated up. I mean, the ceiling's decorated, the walls are decorated. There's stuff hanging from singers all over the walls. It's pretty neat to check out. You have the kids club coming up on the left. I've got a video of that coming up, a little short clip. There's multiple little shops. There's stands also set up all along the boulevard that have, like, there's a taco stand, there's margarita stands, there's different little barista stands. There is just, you got to check them out. I mean, it's a really neat thing to see. This is the Mexican restaurant. Again, right across from it, you can do street tacos. Barista makes margaritas. It's a cotton candy automated machine, makes all kinds of designs. There's VR inside of there, little VR outside of there. Coming up on the right, I believe, is something called Awaken Your Senses. It's like $150 a person, I believe. It's supposed to be some kind of restaurant. No, I'm not sure even how to explain it. We did not do that. This is the Zen Hibachi restaurant. We ate there for my daughter's birthday. It was pretty good. It's a massive hibachi style restaurant. Had no problem getting in. We did make a reservation. You have to make a reservation for here and for Toro, the steakhouse. I think that was the only two that we saw that you needed a reservation for. Right here is they called Stacked. It's the like smash burger, stuff like that. Pretty good, actually. We had that on the last day. Again, multiple shops. There's an escape room right here. I think they have 4 different style rooms. We did not do that either. Not really into escape rooms. Right here on the left, behind or across from the escape room, is Chow. I don't know how to say the second half, Titiani or whatever, but it does like wood-fired pizzas and stuff like that. Right here is a Forza simulator. It was pretty cool. The Chow Trattorini or whatever, again, it's called. It was very good. The pizzas were good, but don't get it confused with the Chow Italian restaurant. It's coming up as well. This was a Mediterranean-style restaurant on your left. We did not get to eat there. We just ran out of time. There's just so many options to choose from. That is the Chow Italian restaurant. It was pretty good. It was decent. Little stand on the right, they do crepes. Behind that is one of the main buffet restaurants. It was actually pretty good. We ate there multiple times for breakfast. I think once for dinner. On the other side of the crepes is a churro. They make fresh little churros right there. It's really good. Had that a few times. Coming up, some more little shops and stuff. You also have on the left, Uncorked. It's like a wine bar or whatever. We did not go there. I'm not a big wine drinker. Also coming up, as you can see kind of in the background, is the bowling alley. It's kind of like mini bowling. It's still a lot of fun. My daughter loved it. That little stand right there was for hot dogs. You can get hot dogs again on the go. You don't have to go into the restaurant. Just get whatever you want on them. There's a nice bar inside of the bowling alley. Bowling was $10 a person, and I believe it's a full set of frames or whatever you want to call it. We did that multiple times. It takes cash, or they can charge it to your room. Or I think they take Dominican pesos as well. Coming up, I believe, is going to be the main lobby. You can see here, there's a Beach Boy wall. Yeah, this is the main lobby where you're going to check in. To the left is a balcony. They do like live guitars at night. It's pretty cool to take pictures out there. You can kind of overlook the resort looking back towards the beach. Check-in was very easy. No issues at all there. Quick and simple. They had our room ready and we got there at like I don't know, 11:30 a.m. There's also a bar. I didn't get a good video of it, but you can see another bar right there. You will have no problem finding the drink at this place. There's a Hard Rock shop behind me. This is the Moon Lounge. They also have a bar here, and they do music at night sometimes, depending on what's going on. Coming up, actually the Moon Lounge had baristas in it. They had some very good drinks. Highly recommend it. And right outside of there, there's another little barista stand. This was laser tag. We actually did that. My daughter wanted to do that. I think it was $20 for 2 rounds for one person. So $40. Me and her played twice. On the left over here is what they call the Grind Coffee Shop. They make all your espressos. They have little bakery stuff, pre-made sandwiches. There's also 2 little machines where you can get hot chocolate on the go or any other little drinks that it can make. This was the ice cream shop. They had actual popsicles of all different flavors as well as scooped ice cream. It was pretty good. We went there a few times as well. Had all kinds of toppings to put on your ice cream. Coming up here towards the end is the arcade. Everything in here is roughly $1, and they take cash or Dominican pesos. Some of the machines were $1.50, but again, most of them were $1. You can win, your tickets or whatever you want to call it, and then trade them in for prizes. There's a tumbler shop, a henna tattoo shop right here. There's the casino, and beside the casino is a restaurant or sandwich shop called Stacked. Kind of like a Subway. It's very good, actually. We went there only once, not realizing it. Here is the kids club. Just did a quick little video. They don't like you videoing in there. I didn't want to get any kids in it. But it has a little trampoline park. My daughter did say the trampolines were a little stiff, but again, she's only like 50-something pounds. This was from the Moon Lounge. Just took a little quick one. So around the resort, you'll see all these little trolley stations because this resort is huge, and you can see exactly where the trolleys are coming around based on where you're at, so you know when you're going to get a ride, roughly. Here is outside by the beach. There's a flow rider simulator. There's multiple food trucks out here. They typically serve burgers, nachos, fries, hot dogs, stuff like that. The beach was just, it was massive. It's the biggest beach we've ever been to as well, and no seaweed. It was beautiful. I did bring my drone. I actually crashed it on the next to last day, but I was able to get some good footage. My daughter wanted me to see if I could see a duck, so right in the middle of the little rivers here, I got a little too close and hit a wall and crashed it right into the water. Fortunately, I was able to jump in and grab it, and I've been home now for a couple of days and was able to get it dried out, and it still works, surprisingly. So shout out to DJI for making a pretty good drone. I'm going to fly over here, and you'll be able to see the putt-putt course, which the only thing I didn't like about it, it was not included. So we did pay, it wasn't much, but it was $10 a game for each person me and my daughter played. But it was a nice course. It's fairly large. We had fun. I would recommend it. It's still only $10. But it's putt-putt, I feel like it should have been included. So the waves here on the resort that we were at in the area were rough. So this picture right there was from when we took off and walked down the beach in front of another resort, which you can do. You can't use their stuff, but you can see how much calmer it was. There's multiple pools all along throughout the resort, multiple pools all along the beach. There's only like one exclusive pool, maybe 2, and then like 2 adults only. So most of the pools are open for everybody. This one had little cutouts in it that you can see coming up, where it's almost like jacuzzi style, had little jets. Again, you can see that coming up right here. There's, 4, 5, 6 of them on each side of the pool. One thing too, it was windy. It's always windy. It's the Atlantic out there. So we still had fun. It kept the humidity down. It always had a cool breeze. It was 82 degrees and sunny every day. That was a bar right there on the beach. I think the low was like 70 degrees at night. And you can just see how massive the beach is. Here's another pool, all parallel to the beach. Most of them had swim-up bars. If not, you could hop out, and the pool right beside it has swim-up bars, or there are even bar trucks along the beach. This one had a ledge all the way around the pool where you could actually put your chairs in, sit and hang out. It was also really nice. They said it was that's Toro right there. They said it was the crowded season. I never felt like it was super crowded. We never had a problem waiting at a restaurant or anything like that, getting a beach chair. If you want an umbrella, you should probably get out there a little early, put your towel down, and go ahead and get that. But other than that, no issues. There's multiple palm trees you could sit under too. Just drag your chair. Here is the kids pool, not to be confused with Rockaway Bay, the water park. So this is a kids pool. It's at the very front. If you're looking at the beach, right side of the restaurant, the right side of the resort. It had a couple water slides. It had a little mini kids water park, a shallow pool, towel hut. Right outside of it's another food truck with, again, the same stuff as some of the other ones. This food truck right here was actually not a food truck. It was a bar truck. They made their own drinks there. You could get anything on their menu plus whatever obviously you wanted to ask for. There's another bar down at the kids pool that you can go to as well. Prepare to do a lot of walking at this resort. It is very big, or obviously you could do the trolley. No problem getting them either. I mean, they come around. There's also, if you look right here, golf carts. So I think it was $125 a day. You can rent a golf cart, and there's parking for golf carts all around the resort. So if you had the money to burn, sure, I mean, that'd be a great option. Here is the lazy river. It surrounds Ipanema restaurant. I tried to get a drone video to where you could actually see the entire lazy river, but it was just so windy the drone had trouble staying up, and I hadn't had it very long, so I didn't want to mess it up, even though I ended up crashing on the last day, but whatever. Once you go around the back side of Ipanema, the wind's kind of tough, so you kind of get stuck, so you kind of have to help yourself along on that back side, but it was still fun. I always enjoy lazy rivers. But you'll see here in the drone video a quick shot of like the overview of it. It wasn't huge, but also wasn't small either. They had single person tubes as well as a big tube that hold like, I don't know, 3 or 4 people. And you can see an overshot now of the, that's the kids pool right there as well. This is just another little drone video I took. You can actually see just the vastness of the beach compared especially to the resorts beside it. Looking down the direction the drone's fixing to face, we were the last resort. So pretty much you have access to all that beach, and basically everything you see from here down was hard rock, or from here down was hard rock. So just a very large beach. When you spin back this way, you'll see, I don't remember what resort that was. The next one was Riu. I think there's an Ibero Star, but there's multiple resorts. I walked all the way to the point. But just a lot of open area. And the sand's soft, great for building sandcastles if you have kids. And just plenty of beach to go around in. It's just a little video from that outdoor seating area where they do like, they had live music a couple nights, guitarists, saxophone players, stuff like that. The resort was very well kept. This is the slides at the kids pool. There was 2 there, and then a little kids area at the kids pool for like more so toddlers. Now we're entering Rockaway Bay. This is one of the first little water areas you can come to. This is right beside the area that you just saw in that picture. And then the further back you get into Rockaway Bay, you get to the bigger stuff. So this is the next to largest area. And then obviously you have your massive water slides. We had a lot of fun here. There's also another food truck in here. They do not have any alcohol in the area for the Rockaway Bay, what they call it. They have double tube slide, and then you can do the same slide in single tube. We had a lot of fun. I walked those stairs more times I'd like to count, but my daughter is only 7, and she was able to do the biggest slide there. I think it's like 42 inches is your height, but they were all fun. This was one of the main areas in the middle, just like a flat concrete, but they actually did the Super Bowl here. They had food stands all around, snack stands, multiple bars set up. It was a pretty neat atmosphere. This is inside of Los Galos Mexican restaurant. They actually had a little guy walking around doing flavored tequila shots. So that's kind of neat. This was a little taco stand that was right outside. And right beside it, you'll see a barista doing margaritas at a margarita bar. Again, all this is walking up and down the boulevard, so it's pretty neat. That was the churro stand. I don't think that lady liked me taking her picture. This was the crepe stand, also pretty neat. This was your hot dog stand right outside the bowling alley. This was one of the cotton candies from the cotton candy machine. There's some pictures inside. They had multiple flat screens or projector screens up there. Unfortunately, they didn't play the Super Bowl there, which I thought would have been kind of neat to bowl while you're watching the Super Bowl. This was one of the drinks from the baristas. The resort was just decorated really nice all around. As far as what we paid, our total price for 7 nights was $39.90.57, as you can see right here. I guess that's a standard room. I don't think we did anything extra for that, so it was also pretty good. So final thoughts, and will we stay here again? Yes. It was a big resort. There was a lot to see. The price I thought was pretty good for, 2 adults, 1 kid, the size of the room, how much stuff there was to do, how many restaurants there were to eat at, all the different unique features, like especially on the Boulevard, all the different little food choices, snack choices, baristas everywhere. On the beach, there's food trucks, multiple pools. Nothing really felt crowded. It's big. I mean, it is a big resort, so keep that in mind. There is trolley system. Sometimes you have to wait a couple minutes, no big deal. Or you can just walk. I mean, it ain't that big of a deal. And if you have the money, you can spring for a golf cart. It's, I think, $125 a night. They have parking basically right outside your rooms or your hotel, whatever area. The water park was a little far from the beach. It's basically as far away from the beach as you can get. So that was kind of a bummer. If you want to do the water park and then do the beach, you had to get on a trolley and move all your stuff. Other than that, the weather was, perfect. It is the Caribbean. I would think we were there February 2025. It was 82 degrees and sunny every day, and then in the low 70s at night. No humidity. The wind is always blowing, so keep that in mind. The restaurants are good. The Brazilian steakhouse was mediocre. It was probably the worst one we ate at. Mainly, it felt disorganized. The people didn't come around frequently to bring you your meat. You would ask for something, they would disappear. The food was decent, but again, if I go back, I'd probably skip it. We did book another Hard Rock while we were there. We're not sure which one we're going to go with yet. I would also go back to Punta Cana. It was great. My daughter had a blast. My wife had a blast. Plenty of beach to sit in. You're not on we've been to some resorts that had a terribly small beach or just seaweed everywhere. This beach was clean. It was big. The waves, there was waves out there constantly. There's no, like, if you're on certain sides of, the islands, you get minimal waves. So keep that in mind too. If you want to play in the water, they have lifeguards and they will tell you to come back in if you go too far. So you don't have free reign to just go out there and go swim as deep as you want, because if you don't, we'll have to save you. You can walk down the beach in front of some other resorts if you want some smoother water, and obviously it's a long walk, but if that's what you're into, you can get down there and get some of that smooth water that doesn't have so many waves and rough areas. Some other things to make sure you do: Toro. Toro was the steakhouse. It was very good. We got fillets, and it was a good atmosphere. The food was good. What else? We didn't do but one show. It was decent. My daughter liked it. I'm not into shows, so I can't comment on all of them because they had magic shows, and I think there was a Beatles show, a Michael Jackson show, but they were a little late at night as well. I think they started at 9. So keep that in mind. The kids club, it's really neat. It's something to have there. It's like a jungle gym plus a trampoline park, plus they have other stuff that you can do in there as well. They take the kids, they'll take them to the pool to play games in the pool. And even if you're not with that group at the time and your kid wants to join the games, they let them join them. So that's nice as well. Another thing is the baristas. Make sure you seek them out, find them if you like mixed drinks. They come up with all kinds of neat stuff. And the sandwich shop, it was very good. Just something that you kind of out of the way to go get versus a food truck, but it was very good. The food trucks had, I believe, chicken wings, cheeseburgers, French fries, hot dogs, and nachos. They were pretty conveniently located around most all the pools. I think the main pool has a little bit bigger variety of food. They had some wraps and some like fish sticks, stuff like that. So be sure to check those out as well. Okay, so I hope this video helps you make a decision if you want to go or not. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. It was a great resort, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks.